Hello everybody, Flick here and welcome to my channel update for January 2018. And I hope you're all doing well, and I'm sure you're aware that most of the things we'll be talking about today are to do with Monster Hunter World. That said though, I am going to start with patron shoutouts for those who supported the channel via Patreon in December. And while I do so, for those of you not listening out for your name, we will show off some fan art the channel has received and some pictures of your pets that you gave me. I should still have enough to cover this video, but probably towards the end of February I'll put out another call on Twitter for anyone who didn't submit a pet picture yet, or those of you who have multiple pets I guess and you want to put in another one, to submit it, and you might get to see your pet shown off in this video. So anyway, enjoy these, and I will bring up my TXT of shoutouts and say thank you very much to Sean Fortune, Lord Psycon, Zappawork, Stormbolter83, Flying Racer, Jeannie McElroy, Taya Blake, Inbred Womble, Leon, Link of Toons, Azoy Origin, Rash, Brad84CNC, Stefan Sergedson, Steve Charchan, Michael Comer, Solus Corvus, Cuppy, Dashumi, Nathan Norton, Rydog1391, Platypus Custard, Josh Cross, Robert Green, Brian Hasu, Charlie Abrams, Chemically Rad, Jim Fryer, Rebecca Trexler, Jason Kvidal, Narmanuel, Andrew Northrop, Matsumuni, Julia Wasberg, Dan Brinton, Ian Dickinson, OK Tondi, A Valiant Effort, Eric Reynolds, Kevin Mazer, Dan PD, Kyle Dugan, Julia Cheng, Dudak, Brian Halligan, Timothy Sabin, Alana Kitty, Colton Pierce, Jared Tabor, Thaxton, Drizzen, David Brown, Shotzi322, Megan Perry, The Bearded Panta 24, Amarpo Kyrie, Charles Baker, Ryan Hafner, Richard Davison, Luista, Smashed Tuba, Seb, Galactics, Michelle Lamers, Erox, Colin Lynch, Michael Bigler, Ginger C, Terrell Smith, Reaper, Rachel Weber, Yifan Mai, James Woody Packard III, Derek Williams, Egukski, Andy Arminio, That One Guy with the Face, Garrett Taylor, Eguion, and The Newbie. As with last month, that was a lot of names, so thank you again for those of you willing to support, especially at this time of year. And before we get into Monster Hunter World, I do actually have a couple of things to show. A belated Christmas card got to me in the new year, which I'd like to show you. There it is there. It's handcrafted on a... Wait, it says on the back here, hang on. It was made on a Chandler and Price letterpress, and it was 246th of 1600 that were made, printed in November 2017. And it also came with this, which I think is just the card of the person with a little note on the back, which says, "Hi Flick, hope you enjoy... have enjoyed your content over the past few years." It's written, it's very hard to read. "Over the last few years, congrats on the new house and all the best for the new year." And I think it says from Mark or Matt. Either way, thank you very much for sending that. I appreciate it. It got to me late, but that is my postal service's problem, not yours. Thank you. And I appreciate that it was handmade. It's very nice looking. The other thing I wanted to show off is something that I can actually now show off by the time you see this. I'm recording this on the Sunday, and you're going to be seeing this tomorrow for me. It's a game I'm probably going to be doing content on. I'm not sure how much. It depends how well I take to it. But I got sent a press pack, which is not a thing that happens very often, because I'm not really a big enough YouTube channel for it. Can you tell what it might be for, just based purely on that? It's a very nice press pack. I've already had a look at what's in it, but I double checked the embargo information, and since we're past January 22nd, I can show you the press pack. Can't show you any content of the game yet, but soon I can. I'm planning on trying it next week, and then we'll decide what to do. And I'm curious if any of you know what it is yet. I believe this is issue number 1458 of 1500. So hang on, if we slide this out, and then we get another box within a box. And you can... Oh, I almost dropped something. You can probably tell what this is now. Something for PlayStation. Something perhaps built from the ground up, based on an old game for PS2, I want to say. Does that give you any hints? How about that? If you can read it. So this is the press pack for Shadow of the Colossus. which is being remade from the ground up for PS4 and is out on the 7th of February. And I got sent an advance copy, as I just said. The disc is in there. I'm not going to pull it out because I don't think I can actually pull it out of this without ripping it slightly, so I don't want to do that yet. But I am well aware of just how well loved Shadow of the Colossus is as a game from yesteryear. It passed me by when I was a kid. I never played it, despite being well aware of just how wonderful it is. How beautiful it is, how challenging it is. It's essentially just a boss rush game, sort of. You've got to take down a bunch of Colossuses to save your dying sister, I think. Again, I never played the original, but I am well aware of how loved it is. And I'm looking forward to trying this. Remade from the ground up for 4K, if indeed you can play in 4K, which I can't, but still. So I'm going to be trying it in my own time. I'm going to see, there's actually different pictures on the other side. I'm going to see if I like it. At the very least, I'm going to get Let's Look At of it done once I've played enough of it to have an opinion that I feel will be justifiable. And I might record some episodes for a YouTube series if I really, really like it. And then I might end up transferring it over to stream once I am allowed to via the embargo. Because the embargo for reviews and Let's Plays is different to the embargo for previews, and also getting to show you what is in this pack that I got sent. Press packs are a bit of a weird thing though, because I mean you're getting bonus stuff, and that can kind of sway opinions. I can only promise you that it won't. If I end up not liking this game, I won't like it. There's a big pull-out thing. It just tells you the key features for the PS4 version. And then it's got a poster on the back of, I assume, one of the bigger Colossuses. Right there, like that. So I can't give you any opinions on it yet. Not that I can anyway, because I haven't started playing it yet. But for those of you worried, perhaps, that the channel is just going to be 100% Monster Hunter, it's not. And it's not just going to be old stuff either, in the form of like Isaac and Rainbow Six. Not that either is like super old, but you know what I mean. Old in terms of they've been on the channel for a little while. That is not the case. There is still more to come. And if I really take to this, you're going to get a playthrough of the remake of Shadow of the Colossus. Very nice box. That's all I'll say for that. Now to end on that. So on the subject of Monster Hunter World, obviously I was looking forward to it for a long, long time. And it has lived up to my expectations spectacularly. Heavily addicted to it at the moment, really want to play it. I'll be recording, this is my monitor I play the PS4 on, that you can see kind of like here. I'm going to be recording some more solo episodes as soon as I finish recording this. Because of the way the online works in Monster Hunter World, it's no longer a separate thing with separate quests. It is just, it's not seamless because some of the menus are a little obtuse, which is really the only complaint I have about the game so far. The drop-in, drop-out co-op means that the story mode is essentially the same as the online side, so I'm still trying to do solo episodes where I can, because for one, they'll look better since I'm not on stream at the time, and two, I think it's nice to do maybe a shorter episode now and then where it's just me chatting about what's happening in the game, and then we go to the co-op side and we just have nonsense happening with Valnar, Reaper, etc. So it's kind of seamless. I was going to do like a separate playlist for the online, but that's before I knew how it worked, so now that I know that it's essentially just cooperative as opposed to being separate, it's just going to be all in the same playlist. You'll be able to tell instantly what's online and what's not, although I will say it in most of the episodes as well. The game is really good. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to secure a view copy. I didn't get a copy early via a retailer who broke street date or anything like that. So I was kind of on the back foot once stuff started going up on YouTube. There was obviously content creators who had review copies, people who got it from retailers early because they break street dates. So it means coming from a place of weakness compared to people who got a head start, although I did get a little bit of a head start in the form of having some of the beta content that took off. Either way, I set some minimums for myself, and let me just go. For some reason dark mode doesn't work on your video page, so apologies for now looking like a ghoul. But I set some minimums for myself for how I hoped at least the first few episodes would go, despite the fact I was coming from, you know, after everybody else has already played the intro of the game essentially. And they have exceeded my minimum expectations, and they're still growing. So thank you for that if you chose to wait to see me play through the game as opposed to other people who you may not have known who got the game before me. As of right now, the plan is 1 episode a day of the 2 time slots I usually post videos will be Monster Hunter for the foreseeable future, and also to stop us getting too far ahead for the YouTube side. I'm going to be using the optional midnight time slot that I sometimes use when I have too many videos to upload. So there's technically 2 Monster Hunter World videos a day, but one of them is at the far away time slot at the end of the day, midnight. So if Monster Hunter isn't your thing, you can ignore that. Still going to be Isaac, still going to be Rainbow Six. Occasional Let's Look At. Again, at the very least, there's going to be a Let's Look At of this, potentially a playthrough. As well as occasional VODs from stream side if I play Slay the Spire. I'm not playing it as much at the moment, but every now and then. So I think that covers that. That's how I want to be handling the content right now. Twitch side, we're playing a lot of Monster Hunter, obviously. We record Rainbow Six live a lot of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. No other specific things on the horizon beyond that. That kind of came out of nowhere because I didn't realise, 1, it was so close to being released, and 2, I got contacted about it rather than having to pursue it. Beyond that, not sure. I don't think there's any other games out in February that have caught my attention beyond this. Oh, Dragon Ball FighterZ. I didn't get a review copy. I bought Dragon Ball FighterZ, and you might have seen I uploaded a couple of just quick gameplay videos. I did that on the same day that this collector's edition, not collector's edition, press edition of Shadow of the Colossus arrived, and Monster Hunter World launched, and the collector's edition that I bought of that arrived. So I haven't had time to play Dragon Ball FighterZ for longer than half an hour. I just put up a couple of gameplay videos, 1 to test how they would do, long after the fact again, probably for people who got review copies, and 2 just to make it aware that I have it. So I do have it, and it does have a story mode. The online against players doesn't interest me at all. I am interested in the story mode. As of yet, I'm undecided how I want to do this, because right now I'm not thinking straight because I'm in Monster Hunter mode. So I don't know. If I just go back to my videos here, the short gameplay videos I did, they're not doing as good as I would have hoped compared to the ones from the beta I did. So I'm not sure. I do want to play through the story mode. I guess I could ask people who are watching this, do you want me to play the story mode on stream? Keeping in mind that the game does not look nearly as nice when I play it on stream because the bitrate kind of tears a lot because it's got a lot of particle effects. Do you want me to do it on the YouTube side? And I know from previous experience, usually for anime games, the fan base for them do not like commentary. So if you wanted the story mode playthrough, do you want me talking over it? Because the majority of strangers, people who aren't familiar with the channel, who are just looking for videos of the game, they would not want commentary. I mentioned this in a patrons only post where I shared some information about the MO of anime fan or anime game fans I've created over the years, having previous success with Dragon Ball games and Naruto games. Part of the reason they don't like commentary is because it makes it easier to steal your videos and upload them. But there are other reasons which are not bad reasons. So there will be Dragon Ball FighterZ stuff, but I'm not sure what form it will take. It might just be little gameplay videos, or if I end up playing the story mode on stream, I'm not 100% sure it will come across to the YouTube side. Give me your opinion on that if you want. As far as that though, ahead the next couple of months, no particular plans. Overwatch might come back when the next big event arrives. I know they had the cosmetic update where they just added a bunch of skins in Blizzard World to the game finally. Didn't really care for it. I saw previews of some of the skins, you know, they were hyping it up with a new skin every day on their official Twitter. Didn't really like any of the ones that I saw, and some of them seemed so fan servicey that it made me ill. I'm looking at you, Cat Diva. But if they have a proper event, I'll probably go back for that. Like when they come back with the... It wasn't called Insurgency. What was it called? The one where it was kind of like set in the past. They're expanding on that this year, if I remember rightly. So I definitely want to play that one, especially if they make the co-op aspect of it more important. But we'll see. So I think that about covers everything that I wanted to talk about. I'm almost certain I'm forgetting something because I always do. But in the back of my head, I'm like, finish this and you can go play Monster Hunter. So I'll just say, thank you for your support as always, and for watching this. I hope you enjoyed. If you're curious, incidentally, oh, hang on, the Nerd Gigante figure is right there in front of Genji's crotch because I couldn't find anywhere to put it right now on there. But anyway, as I said, Monster Hunter plus something daily, and then a bonus Monster Hunter episode at night, at midnight my time anyway. Going ahead, you might see Shadow of the Colossus, and all the other series that are going on right now. If there's a game that you think I should pay attention to, you can always let me know in the comments or in Discord if you're in my Discord. Thank you again, and I will see you probably tomorrow night, because this will be going live on Monday, for the stream. And also, if you aren't aware, there's a couple of new Twitch emotes, Monster Hunter themed ones, if you're curious. Toby and Gigante are the names, and they're 2 monsters from the game. I'm yammering now because I'm filling time while I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I wanted to mention? I don't think there is. So this is it for realsies. Until next month's channel update, thank you for watching, thank you for the support, and ta-ta for now.